to another episode of Learn Japanese from Some Guy. Today we're going to look at chapter 33 of my textbook where we will learn how to use the past progressive. So if you saw chapter 32 where we learned how to use the present progressive with teiru, today we're going to learn how to talk about actions that were going on in the past. So by the end of this video, you'll know how to say things like, I was studying all day yesterday, or it was raining yesterday. So actions that were happening in the past. So without further ado, 始まりましょうか。よろしくお願いします。Alright guys, here we are, chapter 33, the past progressive with ていました。Okay, so if you have seen the video discussing chapter 32, the present progressive, then this video will be extremely easy for you because it just builds off of what we learned in the last chapter. So just like how we can conjugate dictionary verbs into the past tense, for example, 食べる, 食べました, we can conjugate our present progressive verbs like 食べている to the past tense 食べていました. So this describes an action that was ongoing in the past. So here we have some example sentences. 私は昨日一日中勉強していました。私は昨日一日中勉強していました。So I was studying all day yesterday. So I'm not studying now, and maybe yesterday I studied for like an hour, right? So the action was going on for an hour, but it stopped. And here we have another one. 今朝雨は降っていました。今朝雨は降っていました。So it was raining this morning. It's not raining anymore, but this morning it rained for, I don't know, half an hour or whatever. So to get to this structure, it's very easy. We just have to conjugate a verb to the teiru form and then drop ru and add mashita. Okay, so this is very similar to how we conjugate verbs into the past tense. And fortunately, this works the same for type 1, type 2, and type 3 verbs. So it's very, very easy. So now we're going to just try some on our own. So I'll give you guys some verbs, and you're going to conjugate them to the teiru form and then the teimashita form. Okay, so here's number 1. So pause the video, answer this one. And you can go to learnjapanesefromsomeguy.com and download this PDF that has the problems. But anyway, here's number 1. And here we have 2 to 7. Pause the video and answer these. And the last one, number 8. Pause the video and answer that. Okay, so now let's check our answers. Alright, so number 1 we have 作る, we get 作っている and 作っていました. Number 2, 学ぶ, we get 学んでいる, 学んでいました. Number 3, 習う, 習っている, 習っていました. 飲む, 飲んでいる, 飲んでいました. 歩く、歩いている、歩いていました. 走る、走っている、走っていました. 泣く、泣いている、泣いていました. And the last one, 働く、働いている、働いていました. Okay, so if you weren't sure how to conjugate and get these verbs to the teiru form, be sure to watch chapter 32. I'll put a link for that in the description box. Okay, and now we have our type 2 verbs. So the same thing, conjugate them to the teiru form and the teimashita form. So pause the video, answer these, and now let's check. All right, so number 1, we have 覚える. We get 覚えている, 覚えていました. Number 2, 考える, 考えている, and 考えていました. Number 3, あげる, あげている, あげていました. And number 4, 投げる, 投げている, 投げていました. And our type 3 verbs, する and 来る. So pause the video, answer these, and now we'll check. Alright, so 来る becomes 来ている and 来ていました. する, している, していました. Alright, so now we'll look at some example sentences so we can see how they might be used in a real life situation. So number 1, 5年前、私はアメリカに住んでいました。5年前、私はアメリカに住んでいました。So 5 years ago, I was living in America. Now I live in China. Number 2, 昨日何の音楽を聴いていましたか？昨日何の音楽を聴いていましたか？ So yesterday, what music were you listening to? Number 3, ママ、なんでパパは寝ているの？ママ、なんでパパは寝ているの？パパは一日中働いていたから。パパは一日中働いていたから。 So here we have 働いていた. So this is the casual form. So the mother is talking to her child, so she doesn't want to say 働いていました. She just wants to say 働いていた. So we'll look at how to form that in a little bit. But number 4, 私は昨日一日中勉強していた. 私は昨日一日中勉強していた. I was studying all day yesterday. All day, 一日中. And number 5, the last one. 昨日雨がずっと降っていました. 昨日雨がずっと降っていました. So it was raining all day yesterday. ずっと降っていました. All day. ずっと. Continuously. Okay, so we talked a little bit about this above, but when we want to make the informal structure of ている, we simply say ていた. We drop the る and add た to get the casual or more conversational form. So we can say 降っていました or we can say 降っていた. We can say 勉強していました or 勉強していた. Okay, it's the same. All right, so now we're going to look at some practice problems. So I have to explain a little bit what we're going to do. So using what we learned in this chapter and the last chapter, we're going to fill in the blanks with either the dictionary form of the verb, the ています form of the verb, or the ていました. So we have to use the dictionary form, the present progressive, or the past progressive form based on the English translation. So for example, number 1, we have he studies German. So 彼はドイツ語を勉強する. So he studies German. We have not he is studying or he was studying, he studies, so we use する. And we have he is studying German. 彼はドイツ語を勉強しています. And he was studying German. 彼はドイツ語を勉強していました. Or 勉強していた, whichever one you want to use. So that's what we're going to do. So use the translation, the English translation, to properly conjugate the given verbs at the end of the sentence. So here we have numbers 1, 2, and 3. So pause the video, answer these. And we have numbers 4 and 5. Pause the video, answer these. And the last 3, 6, 7, 8. Pause the video and answer these. All right, so now let's check. All right, so now let's check. Number 1. 彼はランチを食べている. Or 彼はランチを食べています. Number 2. She reads manga. 彼女は漫画を読む. 彼女は漫画を読む. Number 3. I'm making dinner. 私は晩ご飯を作っている. 私は晩ご飯を作っている. Or 作っています. Number 4. She was reading manga. 彼女は漫画を読んでいました. Or 彼女は漫画を読んでいた. Number 5. You were talking on the phone. あなたは電話で話していた. Or あなたは電話で話していました. More polite form. Number 6. He drinks coffee. 彼はコーヒーを飲む. 彼はコーヒーを飲む. Number 7. I am studying Japanese right now. 私は日本語を勉強しています. 私は日本語を勉強しています. Or 勉強している. And number 8. She is living in America. 彼女はアメリカに住んでいます. 彼女はアメリカに住んでいます. Or 彼女はアメリカに住んでいる. Whichever one. And that's going to do it. So before we finish, let's just recap what we learned in this chapter. We learned that the ていました form is used to talk about an action that was ongoing in the past. And we learned that the past tense informal form of ている is ていた. And we learned that this grammar structure works the same for type 1, type 2, and type 3 verbs. So it's very easy and, versatile. So master how to use this and you have no problem conjugating any verb into the past progressive. But anyway, now let's see. Next week, we're going to look at chapter 34, and we're going to practice discussing how to express doing something for other people. So, 手あげる, 手もらう, or 手くれる. So this lesson, I think, can be a little complicated. あげる, もらう, and くれる are 3 verbs in Japanese that are used very often, but very, very easy for Japanese learners to confuse. So we'll take a look at those next week, and you'll definitely want to check that out. So be sure to, come back next week, and we'll see you then. Mata ne. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. As always, thank you very much for watching. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you'll know when future videos are released. Also, you can check out my book, Learn Japanese from Some Guy, on Amazon. You can, support the series or just study ahead if you're really motivated. But that's going to do it for today. So thanks again for liking, subscribing, and telling a friend. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time for chapter 33. またね。